Do we want to get off the stairs?
Yeah, let's
sure, guys. So you guys are studying it? I'm trying to get some...
We are not
studying.
studying.
We are workers.
We are random strangers walking through.
Okay, cool. What kind of work are you guys doing?
We make video games, man.
Yeah.
You make video games?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Work for a company called Catalyst Games. It's up in Games Plus on Perry Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit.
We both run like our own little subcontracts to studios, but like, Dungeons and Dining Tables. Look it up, man. It's good stuff.
Yeah, don't let him in. He made it.
So that was pretty interesting, just going for a cruise, coming back into Adelaide thinking like, I need to do something that's actually kind of proactive, and that kind of makes something happen. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to go chat to some random people, and I kind of just was selecting for people that had good energy. I was walking through the uni and I saw a couple of dudes that, just had like massive, I don't know if these guys look successful basically. And so I'm like, I'm going to chat to them and, but I guess that's kind of like, I've been watching a lot of Owen Cook's videos, and he talks about like being at the cause, not at the effect kind of thing, and I really like those kind of ideas, of like being proactive, not being in a reactive mindset kind of thing, and then you can kind of like, I guess, be a creator kind of thing, as opposed to, just at the whim of the whatever's being projected onto you kind of thing. So that was great.
Yeah, we've just come back from doing AvCon. So we did AvCon, how long ago? A month ago now, Harry? Something like that?
Now, AvCon and Sage too, was both of them.
Yeah, AvCon, Sage, and now we've got PAX coming up soon, which is, we've been going to lots of different events and showing off our games, so...
What platform is it?
Windows,
PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch. It's like we're building for all of them, so hopefully it'll come out on all of them. But
what were your names, dude? Sorry.
Harrison, and this is Johnny.
I thought you said Harry. I'm Harry. I'm
way,
Harry as well.
No way. Nice to meet Johnny.
Johnny.
Pleasure, Harry.
So where did this craziness come about with me just walking around, filming random people and asking random people questions about what's happening in the world? So I guess I was in Japan, and maybe the start of it was I was in a second-hand store and just looking at cool stuff, and I saw this gimbal, and it cost like $60. Retails for like 250 US, so it's like, for a gimbal, I guess it's pretty decent. I haven't quite mastered it yet, but I thought that was kind of cool, and I was just kind of like thinking of ways to, be interesting. I've never really like blogged in the sense of like, just man on the street interviewing random people or whatever, but anyway. Do you guys know Snowboard Kids at all?
Yeah, of course, on PS1.
No, on
Nintendo 64.
I've literally got a fucking...
No way.
I've been in Japan, I've been playing fucking Snowboard Kids.
God, dude, I'm a massive retro gamer. I wish Snowboard Kids 2 is like so pricey at the moment, man.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, it's like, it's funny, man. It's hard to get a copy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's literally like our game company. We're like, how do we make this feel retro, man?
Yeah.
We want to like modern looks, retro gameplay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that collectathon kind of style almost, like that kind of stuff.
Like bringing back those kind of cool feelings that we used to have when we were kids playing video games back on like the Nintendo, PlayStation 1,
Legend
PlayStation
of Zelda,
2.
Mario kind of stuff. Like,
Uh-huh.
dude, love it.
GTA?
Yeah, of course.
San Andreas, they kind of tried to do that a little bit, I think. They tried to like make it more kind of like a cartoon kind of thing.
Yeah, they put it into the Unreal Engine, and it's kind of a sad situation because they had a massive burden to carry with that. It was a very small team, and they were tasked with a very, very big task from a massive giant.
That porting one that was like on the mobile phones as well, or is that a different?
That was it. And so basically, that was.
I heard horror stories. About that, man.
Yeah.
My goodness.
In terms of what we do, that is what we want to avoid.
That is absolutely not what we want to do.
Really?
Yeah.
And so, what are you doing today, mate?
Just doing some vlogging.
Yeah.
For lols.
Around Adelaide? Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I'll grab.
Are you American or are you just like?
No, I'm from Adelaide.
Oh, from Adelaide. Okay.
I can hear your Australian accent.
Yeah.
Welcome back, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
How long have you been in Japan for?
Like 10 weeks.
Oh yeah, awesome. So. You don't study? You're going to be? Are you going to do journalism full time? Is that your?
No, man. I've been doing software dev.
No way, dude.
Well, I haven't got a job, but I've been like studying React, trying to get into it. So.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Like, that's how we do it. I mean, feels like yesterday I was just like opening up Unity for the first time, and now I'm getting paid to program in it, man.
Wow.
So
there's a bit of a scene in Adelaide.
Oh, it's huge, bro.
Yeah.
But it's like small on the scale of like there's like no competition and like not a lot of companies, but there is so much work. It's insane.
There's so much work,
like,
and people really, they respect one another in the space.
Yeah,
So there's no gatekeeping.
Yeah, yeah.
Like with a lot of other industries, I feel like in Adelaide, it's
Absolutely.
like the
Yeah, it's
big
like
guys want to
Melbourne.
keep the small guys
Melbourne's
out.
very like that.
Yeah.
Melbourne is so much like that. Like I moved here to Adelaide so I could just get around that and be like, I'm gonna start my career here.
So
And
where are you guys from?
We're both. I'm from Adelaide. He's from.
all over, man. I was born in Dubbo. I moved and lived in Brisbane for a bit. I lived in rural New South Wales for a while. I lived in Melbourne for a bit, and now I'm here. So I'm like, I'm a bit of a nomad. Like I haven't lived in the same
Digital
spot for
nomad.
like 4 years or something. Like yeah.
So the journey to actually get employed as software developers, like was that all a bit of a mountain? Or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you cannot put a resume in and expect it to get taken, man.
Yeah.
You have to like go to the person and be
Right.
like, hey man, how you doing? Let me come and do this stuff.
Let
for
me
you.
fix your problem for
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
and then you fix one problem for them, and they go, "Oh, he's pretty good."
Yeah.
And then the next minute they bring you in, and then before you know it, you're fixing 10 problems.
Yeah, yeah. It's like when I was studying in Brisbane. Actually, I was like, oh, I just need like some dishwashing job on the side. And instead of going and applying, I just walked into the restaurant and went to the chef and went, people were like, man, I'm Paul, give me a job here.
And he
then
went,
they'll-
okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, straight
No
up.
resume.
Yeah,
It's
you don't
like,
ask, you don't
can't
get.
do that. If you're
Well, yeah.
faceless for it, like, you're not going to get the job.
I've been sending out a few resumes, and it's kind of disheartening, you know, just like
It
sorry,
is, yeah.
forget about it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like I think like you said, you know, like actually networking, right?
One of the ones that was really big for me was I attended an event called Stage. This is for game development in particular, and I bring some solo work that I had produced, and I got an award.
Wow.
And
That's how I met this guy, actually. I was like, I'm going to go talk to him. He won an award.
yeah, and then next minute, I had a lot of people sort of wanting to talk to me, and before I knew it, I was in the office with these guys, shooting the shit, you know, and creating cool stuff actually that I'm really proud of. So yeah, you know, I'm proud to be with Catalyst. My business is called Jonnie Made It. I am Jonnie of Jonnie Made It. But yeah, I'm also with this guy. So in the game industry in Adelaide, we wear many hats. So we're often like doing a lot of resource pooling. So he has his own business, but we also work together for another third party. So yeah, it's
everyone wins, man. If someone's winning, everyone else wins. You just like pull them all in, you know, like everyone gets paid. Like
and
good stuff.
attending events. So the other thing was we attended some exhibitions, showing off some work. And then the next thing that when I found a lot of luck was just going to the pubs when they were having like a night to do with game development. And you just sit there and you just chat, and like that's how then usually a week later someone will ask you to do something for them.
Like, they're
and
like,
then,
hey man, remember we were talking about this, and I just thought I need that. You come and do it for me, and it's like, sure, bro. And that's how it works.
Yeah, and you know sometimes they like in particular for my boss, he just needed the talent. He was just acquiring talent, and he found me, and I'm so grateful for what he's done for me. Really.
So you're just basically on the marketplace, and that's basically, you know, you just.
Yeah. Oh well. So we do a lot of business for other companies. So we are going to have our own individual products and products on marketplaces like Steam, Nintendo, as we mentioned. But a lot of the work we do is work for hire contract work. So a company will say, hey, we need you to build us a phone app, or we need you to build us an arcade game, or we need you to build us this. And then me and this guy and all the other guys, we just make it happen, don't we?
We're like, all right, this is what we need to do. Here's the plan. And then we're like, all right, now pay us.
No, I need to eat.
Yeah.
All right, feed us now, man.
Yeah, that's right. You know, no one likes working for free, but if there's anything that you're willing to take a little bit less over, it's creative art and like your passion, you know. And if you're really passionate about software development and programming and stuff like that, and you put yourself out there, people are going to recognize you. Like,
So you guys put a lot of groundwork in beforehand?
I did, because like...
'Cause for me, it's just ChatGPT, so...
dude.
So, yeah, I know, that's heresy, right?
Yeah,
no, I use AI. I love AI.
Yeah, I mean, you used it on that Lightbox thing. That looks fucking great, man.
Thank you.
Someone else came in the other day. I think it was Nick from.
He
Fox's,
noticed that there's
and
an
no,
edge?
I said, I bet you didn't even notice. But like 10% of this is AI generated.
Yeah.
So you can't even notice.
No, you can when I
When
told
you point it
yeah,
out. Yeah. But yeah, no, for me, I like. I was like, hey man, this is a cool project. I'm trying to get a portfolio piece. Let me like come and work on it for free for like, I don't know, like it's been like months and months now. But then it's like, there's no money in that project. It is just a cool portfolio thing.
Passion
It's just a
project,
passion
in
project.
kind,
But
working
then
in kind.
whilst I'm doing that, I'm like flexing my skills and learning new things and
Doing work, like contract work on the
work.
side.
And then because the contract work comes in and it's like, all right, I'll just put that aside, get this done, get paid, and then I'll just go back to doing that because I fucking love it.
Yeah, I like to think that like video games, especially these days in the marketplace, is very similar to like music labels and songs.
Yeah.
You don't know if this song is going to be a hit, but if a song hits or if a movie hits, you know, it really, and it resonates with an audience, then it becomes a financially successful venture.
Yeah.
Right.
But more often than not, you don't know if anything's going to be a financially successful venture in the games industry. You just don't know. It's literally a gamble.
Yeah. Because you've got heaps of success stories like Cult of the Land,
Team Cherry.
Playside.
Yeah,
They're like,
these are people here. They make big money.
Yeah, but they took a chance. They took a huge risk
On themselves.
Yeah, and
so
like
they
if it
basically
had failed, they were like, all right, we're out of the industry. And
Yeah,
exited.
yeah.
And it's like taking that is like hard, which is why like I like going down the comfortable route of being like
give me a retainer.
Yeah, it's
give
like
me...
I will do this much for free, but like that is it. And like it's like, you know, I don't need to release a game and make like $2 million because that's like 10 years of work, man.
Yeah.
That's like, you look at like Lethal Company, man.
Yeah.
That game is like that developer that made that, he's been working
For
on
4 to 6
games,
years or something.
for ages. But he was like because what it looks like from the outside, it's just like bam, like instant hit.
Grow,
made millions.
yeah.
But it's like he was like on Roblox beforehand, being like little
Roblox games.
going up and
No way.
and then he's like, oh, but maybe I'll just do it in Unity. And like, you know, the art's terrible, the programming barely fucking functions.
Yeah.
But that's like the charm of the game.
The art,
And
yeah.
like it hit the market.
Yeah.
It's like the Among Us game. Fucking that was released years before
It got popular. No way.
And they were just like, you know, because Henry Stickmin. Have you ever seen those games or like those flash games, like those old ones?
Yeah, like
where you got like the choices and
Stick
like,
RPG.
Yeah.
No
way. They made
Stick
that.
Death.
Yeah, and
yeah.
like,
I remember
they would
that.
make that kind of stuff.
Wait 5 minutes for it to load.
the
That's
flash
what was
games.
making the money for the company, and they're like, "Oh, we'll make this little Among Us game for the side because it's funny."
And then
that's
and
it.
then the kids picked it
and
up.
then
Yeah.
it blew up, and they were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay." Like,
Yeah.
Then they monetized the crap out of it, and it kind of died. But like, oh well, that's the market. Bro.
Dumb Ways to Die.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that
the
company.
Playside
That's
guys.
that's Playside. Yeah.
Because they like, they were like, "Oh, we'll do this nice little thing
For the
like,
government and transport
and for trains
initiative
and get a bunch of grants."
Yeah,
to do
it was all to be like, don't be hit by a train,
Yeah.
which is a good message
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
They
right?
made that, and
Makes
now
sense.
they're like 400 people.
Generally,
big.
right?
They're working on like multiple IPs, and they're like doing this League of Legends style like Dark Tide game, I think it's called.
Yeah,
But it's
wow.
like you look at that game and you're like, this is nothing like the Dumb Ways to Die game.
No.
Like, they pivoted, bro.
Yeah.
They like, and like, because I spoke with them at GCAP, they gave me free socks. It was very cool. I think I'm wearing
Got you with the
Oh,
socks.
I'm wearing like Gengar ones instead, Pokemon fan. But yeah, they were seriously like, it wasn't an accident, it was strategic. Because it's like, we took all the grant money and we were like, we're going to make this Dumb Ways to Die app and pay everyone. And if it comes out it makes $2, it doesn't matter because everyone paid.
And it actually didn't. I don't think it. I don't know if it necessarily. I mean, it would have made a lot of money for a small studio.
Yeah.
But like compared to like a big game, I'm not sure if they made a lot of money, but they got a lot of notoriety from
Yeah,
it. Like
and they scaled.
Yeah.
It got them talking to the right people.
A lot of the
and,
time, it's within the games industry. It's definitely not money. You don't actually get incentivized with finances. You get incentivized with new computers, new workspaces, or other things like that. And so, you know, you just kind of sometimes you have to ride a little bit of a wave, I guess is what I'm saying. Like in terms of sometimes in a creative field, the pay can be really good, but can also be really bad, and it fluctuates a lot. It's never consistent.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing, guys.
That's cool.
Very cool.
What if you saw any dragons in the sky?